Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be unboxing, taking a look at my latest purchase. This is the Smart Hummingbird feeder with solar panel from the company BBPECO. So with all my purchases, I like doing these videos in case there's somebody else out there thinking about buying the item. They want to get an idea of what does it look like when it comes in, what's quality like, etc. So I've already taken it out of the box. It's a rather large box, so I couldn't show you the unboxing. I will put a picture. It was nicely packaged, really well done. It does come with a lot of items. You get a cleaning brush, you get an ant moat. If you've never used an ant moat, I highly recommend them no matter what type of hummingbird feeder you've got. It does a great job keeping ants out. Basically hang it like this, put some water in the top, and the ants will climb up a pole, come down, they get to this water moat, can't do anything. Metal hanging hook. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to hang this. We'll talk about that here in a second. You've got a plastic mounting arm for the solar panel. And then again, you can get it with or without solar panel. I went ahead and got the solar panel because the price really wasn't that much different. I'm not sure if I'm going to need it. It does have a built-in rechargeable battery. So whether or not I need the solar panel will be up for debate. Sometimes it's nice to be able to just take this stuff in, clean it up, charge it. We will see, but I've got the solar panel either way. Speaking of charging it, you've got a USB to Type-C charging cable. They give you several different rubber flower mounts. So you've got pink, you've got red, you've got yellow. And then last but not least, you've got the feeder. So why did I buy this one? There's a lot of different sellers out there that have these. This is the only one I could find that was glass. And let me tell you, it is heavy duty glass. This feeder is heavy. So you will have to have a good pole or a good chain, something when you're hanging it. But I always think glass does a lot better. I'm down here in South Texas. We get a lot of heat, a lot of sun. Plastic stuff doesn't hold up too well. But take a look at that. It's rather large. If you've got a lot of hummingbirds, you could fill it up. I don't have that many, but what's great is because it's going down, you can put as little nectar in it as you want or as much in it as you want to. And then here is the feeder. So I don't know a whole lot about this. Let's see if we can take this off or we can adjust it. There we go. You can see that you can turn the angle of the camera. It's got some plastic. This middle piece comes out. Simply lift this off. I wanted to also mention this here. This isn't plastic. This is a heavy duty metal lid. And then you've got your feeder that you can clean. Really cool. This is going to be where you charge it.
All right, so I thought I would give you a quick look at the BirdT app. This is a free app that you're going to use to view all of your images. We'll go ahead and click on it. Now, I am an Apple user. Should be about the same thing if you're an Android user. The app's a little bit quirky, but it gets the job done. When you go in, you'll notice it just kind of shows you all of your videos that have been captured for the given day. I can also click on View Device up at the top left, and I can go in and I can do a live view of my bird feeder at any point by clicking play. It does take a little time to connect. I might just have a poor connection, but this is a live view of my bird feeder. I can also click recording down at the bottom if I wanted to manually start recording. I could take a snapshot. If I go into messages, it will show me all of my recent captures, and then I can change it to whatever day I want to. So I can go back previous days and see what was going on. And you can see it's pretty responsive. Let's go pick one of the videos. I'm just going to show you what it looks like in here. And then at the end of this video, I will attach some of the raw files. But the quality is very good. I don't seem to get many false triggers either. Every video seems to have footage on it, so that's good. You'll notice at the top, I can delete the video, I can download the video, or I can share it to the community. From the main page in the app, you'll also see an option for enter the device. When you click on that, that's how you can get to the settings for your device. You can go in and adjust things like your motion detection mode, whether you want to scare off squirrels. You can get to your favorites. You can use the AI helper. I haven't really messed with the AI helper feature yet. You can also change your resolution, but that's how you can get to the settings of your camera. I also mentioned that there is a community feature at the very bottom middle of the main page. you can go to community, and this is where you can view other people's images that have been submitted, as well as submit your own images. You can comment, you can thumbs up. It really is kind of cool, brings the birding community together, and it's kind of cool to see some other people's setups and what kind of birds they're getting in their area. Anyway, that's a quick look at the app. I'm going to attach some raw files so you can get a better idea of what the actual quality looks like. As always, if the video helped, thumbs up are appreciated. Thanks for watching.